Man, we got Rick Trevino on the show. I appreciate your time, man. We've got a bunch of fun segments I think you'll enjoy, and some of these you'll get to choose between two different segments. So the artists have a lot of fun with these. The first one is either pick Did You Know or Fun.
Um, did you know?
Okay, so can you tell the fans out there something they may not know about you?
Yeah, yeah. I do my own lawn.
Okay.
I mow the grass. I just put fertilizer out yesterday. I enjoy it. I enjoy, you know, I'm kind of like I like seeing my sprinkler system on and like looking at it and make sure the zone. I can fix my own sprinkler system. Um, let's
I
see.
think mowing the lawn's therapeutic. I'll be completely honest with you. I really do believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to do it as long as I can. I think it's great exercise.
Yeah.
I like being out in the sun. Um, it's maybe people probably think that I hire a company to come do it, but no, I do it my own lawn.
Good stuff. All right, next segment is called Impactful. Can you name three people that have impacted your life in some way, and tell us the number one thing you've learned from each of those people?
Three people, yeah. Well, I mean, um, my dad would be one, and I think just you know, I think he always said, don't ever stop learning. Like, don't, especially in the music business, like, don't ever think that you're done learning, and that you've done it and that you don't need to learn anymore. Don't ever think that. You should always be trying um, to learn. And my my tour manager, Milton Walters, I'm sorry, he's my manager, but he I hired him in '93, so he's been in my
Wow.
band playing piano and B3 and accordion, and um, he plays harmonica, and he plays acoustic guitar, and he's 77 years old, but he I really feel like I've learned just by example, like just the way he works. And I've seen him go through a lot of life. I've seen him like lose his mom, lose his father, and I'm watching the way he conducts his life. And you know, he hasn't really, maybe there's not one particular thing that he said, but being on the road with him all these years, I've been able to really learn by watching him conduct his life. And I just remember him, like, his mother passed away. He went to the funeral, flew back to the gig. It's like, hey man, I got to be at the gig, that kind of thing. I'm like,
Wow. Yeah.
what? It's like the true, true musician.
Show must go on.
Show must go on, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's the man. And then my wife Carla, we've been married. Well, we've been together since 1989. We've been married 30 years, and we were kids when we met, and we just kind of grown old together. And I mean, I don't know if there's one specific bit of advice that I've ever gotten from her, but I always know that whenever I do have some kind of a problem or a bout of anxiety, and I say something to her about this anxiety that I'm having, she always tends to simplify my anxiety or
Yeah.
my problem. Whatever my problem is, it's always like, duh.
Yeah.
you
Man, good
know,
women are
and
good
so
like that, man. They're so good at doing that, right?
yeah, so those would be my three
You know,
people right
what are you
there.
freaking out about, man? It could be something so
Exactly.
much worse. Yeah, I get that all the
Exactly.
time. Yeah. All right, next
Exactly.
segment. Choose either Mount Rushmore or one artist.
Oh, one artist
Okay, so who is one artist you wish the entire world knew about, other than yourself?
that everyone knew about.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. I would have to say, I, it doesn't have to be. Can it be a? It doesn't have to be a singer songwriter. It can just be like a book writer or somebody like that.
yeah. If you
Somebody that
want to
writes
do it
books.
that way, yeah, sure, of course.
Anybody like that? I think Doris Kearns Goodwin is somebody that writes. She's a political historian, and I love reading her stuff. Second time that I'm reading her book on LBJ. Of course, she wrote Team of Rivals. Um, I'm kind of a history buff, and to me, she's an artist. The way that she writes these books and kind of uses uh, factual history to create these stories in her books. I
Do you
think
listen to history
storytelling.
podcasts?
I do.
I do as
Yes, I
well. I
do.
love history. Yeah, same.
I do, and I think storytelling, whether it's music, whether it's storytelling as a in books, is kind of how folks. I mean, that's how we grow and that's how we learn.
Yep.
And I wish everybody could read Doris Kearns Goodwin's books. I really do.
Cool. I will definitely put a link for her in the description of that part of the video. All right, next one. Next segment's kind of like a game show. It's called What the Heck, and the point of this is the point of these questions is to put a visual into your head. And so when
Oh
I
no!
ask the question, whatever comes into your mind, just tell us what it is. Don't change your
Oh
mind.
my
Okay.
gosh!
It is called
Okay.
What the Heck, and this is with Rick Trevino. All right, number one. If you wrote a book, speaking of books, what would the book be about?
Um, First thing that comes to my mind would be immigration.
Okay. Number two, if a penguin walked into your room right now wearing a sombrero, why is he there and what is he doing?
Uh, well, the reason he's there in my bedroom,
Yeah, wherever you are
he's
right now.
he's there to bring me a margarita, and he's there to party with me. I don't
Okay.
know.
Wow. Guys, you heard it here first. Rick Trevino has a penguin for a butler. How about that? All right. Now you know why we call this What the Heck. All right.
uh,
Number three, if a cow laughs too hard, does milk come out of its nose?
um, Probably not.
You don't think so? I don't think so either.
No.
I mean, how would they get milk in the nose? That doesn't make any sense,
Exactly.
right? All right, number four. What are you most afraid of?
Um, wow, that's a good question. I'm most afraid of um, just, gosh, I don't really know what there is to be afraid of. You kind of stumped me, I guess. I guess the paranormal, maybe.
Okay. All right, last
That
one, number five. Have you ever tripped on stage? I'm sure the answer is yes to that because everybody has. And if so, how did you play it off as cool?
um, so the last gig I did in Hillsboro, Texas, there was a ramp, and I was going up, and I slipped because the bottom of my boots are soft. So I slipped. I didn't fall down, but everybody could tell that I kind of slipped, and I just looked back and I made it. I wanted them to know that it wasn't my fault, so I looked back and kind of like,
You
kind
blamed
of,
the ramp.
yeah. So I stepped on the ramp like, hey, you stupid ramp, that kind of thing.
Wow.
That wasn't my fault.
You threw the ramp under the bus. All
Under the
right.
bus, yeah.
All right, next segment. Choose either bucket list or fly on the wall.
Um, Fly on the wall.
I'm so happy you chose that. Okay. In all of history, which room do you wish you were a fly on the wall in?
Man, in all of history, I wish that, whew, gosh, I would say a fly on the wall in in the Old Testament when Abraham uh, was leaving, when God told him to leave, you know. So I would like to have been there for that.
What a great answer. All right, cool. All right, next segment. We've got three more. Okay, choose either biggest lesson or moment of gravity.
Biggest lesson or moment of gravity,
Yeah.
like gravitas, like a big
Choose either
moment
one of those.
moment of gravity.
Okay, moment of gravity. The segment is you can kind of look back in your life and see that one moment in time that kind of led you on the path that got you to where you are now. Can you kind of see what that moment was?
Yeah, I mean, I was from my career standpoint, I was at A&M, Texas A&M, and the I had won a singing contest at Graham Central Station, and there was like all kinds of chaos after I won $1,000 basically. It was kind of like the American Idol of
Yeah.
the dance halls. So I won $1,000, and all my friends attacked me, and my girlfriend, and now my wife Carla. She attacked me. We're hugging and screaming. Won the World Series, right? And a friend of mine told me at that moment, hey, I think God's trying to tell you something. And so I think that's kind of the moment that made me kind of realize, well, maybe I need to pursue music. Maybe I need to go out and do something with music.
This is a great answer. I love that. So turning something great into something greater. Yeah, good stuff. All right, grateful's my next segment. What are the three things you are most grateful for?
Well, obviously, my faith is grateful for that. I'm grateful for my family, um, and that includes, you know, mom and dad, my wife, just having that closeness. And I'm very grateful for my career. Like, gosh, who gets to who gets to do this for 32 years,
Yeah,
And I mean, I get to I love what I do, man. I like being out, and the traveling can be a little bit arduous and can be, not too much fun. Oh, really? Do I have to drive 9 hours or 12 hours or whatever to get to this gig, or 16 hours or whatever it is? Um, that can be a little bit where I'm a little bit whiny about that at times. But on stage, man, it's like,
hmm
whoa, I'm over here playing music and playing my songs. I'm so grateful for that.
yeah. A friend of mine used to always say, "Playing the music is the easiest part."
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. No doubt.
Yep. All right. So last segment could be the hardest one for you to answer, though. It's called "Who Do You Think You Are?" So who is Rick Trevino?
Man, I've always thought that I'm kind of like people or whatever. I'm pretty normal. Like I just like I don't know. Maybe like if you see a picture or an image of me or a video of me or like you have this idea that I'm the Bobby and Mason dude or whatever. That image is probably way different from what you would see here. I mean, because as soon as I walk in the house, that whole star thing does not fly.
Yeah.
So it's just normal dude. I like cooking. I cook at the house. In fact, I think right before I called you, I just finished making a little pasta with some venison marinara.
Okay. Look.
So I like to cook. I like wine and red wine, and I like at least one part of the day every day. I like to just sit down and smell the roses once a day. I don't care if it's 30 minutes or 45 minutes. You got to just stop.
Yeah. I love the answer, man. Man, life will humble you quick, won't it?
Yes, totally.
Yeah, life don't care who you are, man. They they sure don't. I
That's
don't
true.
care how much you think you're a big shot or how big of a star you are out there, man. Life will show you how unimportant you are very, very quick, man.
That's
Um,
true.